So I don't want to assume anything, and my wife has been working on this with me lately. So a marketing funnel is, somewhere where I can put that, a series of steps, like you saw, but ethical, with integrity, that we take our prospects through to turn them out at the other end as buyers. Does that make sense? Okay. So there is a software that we use that builds online marketing funnels. One of the main pieces of software we use called ClickFunnels. And the founder of ClickFunnels is a guy by the name of Russell Brunson, who's a friend of mine, who built this company. It's the fastest growing software as a service company like in history. It's gone from 0 to 100 million in 3 years and revolutionized the marketing industry. And in the ClickFunnels world, there is something called the 2 Comma Club, which means you had a funnel that generated over $1 million in revenue. And then there's the 2 Comma X, which is over $10 million in revenue. Because ClickFunnels is the owner, is the software, they can see what your results are. So what Russell did is he asked 30 of his folks who were in either the 2 Comma or the X Club, what would you do if you lost everything? Your list, your website, your reputation, all your money, and you have to start over from scratch, rebuild your entire business in 30 days, and all you have is a ClickFunnels account. That is the premise of this book. Every single one of those people typed up a day 1, day 2, day 3, here's what I'm doing every day for the next 30 days plan. If you bought the program, you got the book, and you got a membership site where they interviewed each person about their plan, and then said, okay, that's half an hour. And then there was another interview that said, walk us through your award-winning funnel, your series of marketing steps that has generated $1 million or 10 million or more. Does that make sense? Okay, so I have read every single plan, I have watched every single interview, I have watched every single funnel, and I learned a heck of a lot that I didn't know, and got inspired and totally revamped our marketing client acquisition process for one specific service.
You mean you're not in the book?
I am not in the book. He only picked 30. Apparently, I didn't make the top 30. The other issue is we build funnels for a lot of our clients, so aggregately, we should totally be in the book. But he didn't pick any marketing agency owners, interestingly enough. These were all people who were selling direct. So I combined a whole bunch of different steps, which I'm going to share with you. So the first, I will tell you what this says. So the first step is to get laser focused on who your target market is. Because who you sell to is the most important factor in whether or not it succeeds. So I followed the exercises and I wrote out 3 customer avatars for us. This is financial advisor Frank. Frank is 35 to 55 years old. He's been in the business for 20 years. He's independent as a financial advisor, which means he does not work for like Morgan Stanley or Merrill Lynch or any of the giant firms that make his life very strict. He does marketing seminars, but he doesn't like doing them. He's tried online marketing before, but it didn't work. He feels very frustrated and thinks his job should be easier. He thinks being a good advisor should be enough. He shouldn't have to learn how to do marketing. He shouldn't have to do dog and pony shows. People should just come to him because he's good. And his clients should be out there telling their friends and relatives and neighbors in Clarence that he's good. And that's all it should take. He feels like his clients don't appreciate him. They don't know everything he does for them and they don't love him enough. And he's tired of trying to tell them. The other people in the industry who should be referring to him, CPAs and attorneys, don't, which drives him crazy. And he's looking for a magic bullet that's going to fix all of this. So that's my definition of financial advisor Frank. So it's very, very specific. And when we put it out on social media and said, are you financial advisor Frank? Lots of people said yes, which immediately identified them as our target market. This is podcaster Pete. And eventually we're going to draw pictures. Well, I'm not going to draw anything, but Kristen, who's our lead graphic designer, who's on vacation today, will draw. Podcaster Pete has been in business for 15 to 20 years. He's been repeating the same year in business over and over and over again. Same revenue, stuck at the same plateau, doesn't know how to break through. He wants to work less. He's tried online marketing and didn't work very well. he feels like everybody else is doing stuff right but him. He feels lonely. He's like, why is it working I see all these success stories online. How come it doesn't work for me? He feels like he's better than his colleagues, but he doesn't get the respect or the revenue he deserves. He's not getting paid what he's worth. He's tried public speaking. He's tried some online stuff, but he can't break through his revenue plateau. And he has started listening to podcasts to learn about stuff. He's thought about doing his own show, but he doesn't know what to do or how to do it. That's podcaster Pete. And then there is business owner Bob, who's 40 to 50. He's doing about $1 million a year in revenue. He's spending his money on traditional marketing, but doesn't know what works and what doesn't because it's not trackable. He's worked with some marketing agencies over the years, but he's not happy. He's tried some of it himself, but he doesn't know what he's doing. He's starting to learn marketing out of frustration. His industry vendors that he's hired haven't delivered. He knows it's possible. He doesn't know what to do next. He doesn't have time to become a marketing expert. He doesn't want to be a marketing expert. And he wishes that he could go back to the good old days when all you had to do was put ads in the newspaper and the radio and everything worked. So those are my 3 definitions. Now, this is the marketing funnel I built to pull all of this off. So I did a combination of a couple different people in this book. There's a guy in this book who's the leading e-commerce direct-to-consumer marketer. His name is Trey Llewellyn. He's done tens of millions of dollars selling consumer products. And he had a really cool contest giveaway idea. And his was, I'm going to find somebody in the industry I want to go in. I'm going to pick out 5 or 10 people. I'm going to ask them to give me stuff to give away, in exchange for which I'll give them all the leads that come in because they'll also be my leads. So if you were in the cigar space, Trey would go find a cigar manufacturer, a humidor manufacturer, a lighter manufacturer, a cutter. I don't know anything about cigars. That's where I end that sentence. So he would go find all of those companies. He says what he does is he goes to Barnes & Noble and he buys the couple months of Cigar Issues magazine, finds the people advertising every month because they're making money, reaches out to them and says, hey, your product looks really cool. I want to give it away. I'll give you all the leads. If you'll mail your list for me, post on social media about the contest, it'll generate some buzz. And most of the time they say they don't know much about online marketing. And they say, oh, that'd be great. You're going to go generate leads for, we'll get access. Sure, you can have $20 in cigars or a $200 bottle of wine or whatever it is. He gives it away and now he's got a list. So he started over. The next person I copied was Allison Prince, who was also an e-commerce marketer. I'll show you where her stuff comes in. Then I added a whole bunch of stuff that I'm going to show you. So I'm doing this for Podcaster Pete. This is for our podcast, Done For You. We produce a Done For You podcast for you. All you have to do is show up and do interviews. We turn it into a best-selling book and make you an authority in your marketplace service. That's what this funnel is for. So the first one, I got to get better thumbnails. The first one is a giveaway to celebrate our 300th episode of Sharkpreneur. Kevin Harrington from Shark Tank and I are giving away a professional podcast studio. So this is the above the fold opt-in to our contest page. So I'm asking for name, email, and cell phone. Below the fold is just a description of what's in the box, what you get when you win the studio that is over here, which is 2 mics, 2 mic stands, headphones, and a pro sound mixer board, all of which will fit in a carry-on so you could take it on a plane to a conference and broadcast live from wherever. And then there's a video over here from Kevin about how much he loves that we produce his podcast. That is step 1. That is my baby step. That is my first indoctrination. Give me your name, email, and your phone number. If I wanted to make it more of a baby step, I would have just asked for email and done name and phone number later. After they opt in, it then says you're entered to win. Here's what you need to do next. Escalation. I want them to become a fan of the Facebook fan page where we'll announce the contest winner. So they have to fan me. I would love for them to go listen to the Sharkpreneur podcast. And then I want them to share the contest with other people. Virality, more people. And then if they share it, my offer to them is if you'll share the contest and tag me in the posts or send me a screenshot that you did it, I will share the leads that come in with you. So you get to build your list while I build mine. And then there is an affiliate offer from Amazon to buy a standing desk at the bottom if you want one. So my escalation is now, you entered, now share it, become a fan, and listen to our show. The next step, this is the here's how to share page, which then says, here's your social media post, copy and paste, here's the link, and here's the picture. So next escalation is go out and promote this for me. And then here's the email, which is longer. And again, the link in the picture. It also tells them, hey, make sure you're a fan. And oh, by the way, you should friend me so that you can tag me in your posts. Again, micro commitments. And I'm not leaving it up to them as to how to share the contest. I'm literally just saying cut and paste. Because if you leave it up to them to talk about you, they won't necessarily say what you want. The next step is the survey. So this is the bribe to take the survey is you will get a free copy of my book, Market Domination for Podcasting, which is on the shelves at Barnes & Noble, Walmart, and Target now, and a on-demand training where I teach you the 3 ways to grow your business with a podcast, no matter what stage of business or podcasting you're in. So the Are You Podcasting Now identifies if they are, the survey will take them through a series of questions, baby steps, to identify if their podcast repeat or not. Are they a good potential client for us? So this is my mind map, which I will read to you, of the survey. First question is, are you podcasting now, yes or no? If you are you content with how much money your podcast is making you? Yes or no? If not, how much money per month does it make? 0 to 1,000, 1 to 5,000, 5,000 or more. If they say 0 to 1,000, it takes them to go get a copy of my book and watch the on-demand training. If they say 1 to 5,000 or 5,000 per month or more, it takes them to a separate page, which I will show you, that offers to jump on the phone and do a strategy call with them right away. If they are content with how much money their podcasting is making, I also ask them, well, great, how much are you making? 0 to 1,000, hey, here's a copy of my book, here's a copy of my training. 1 to 5 or 5 or more, that's awesome. Let's get on a call and discuss how you're doing it. If they're not podcasting, it asks, why do you want a podcast? Do you want to grow my business, share my message, or build relationships with awesome people? Because these are the 3 reasons we found that people start podcasting based on surveys. They either want to grow their business with it, they have a message they want to get out to the world, or they want to network. Depending on what their answer is, it then says basically, if you're growing your business, how much do you want to grow it? If you want to share your message, can you afford to invest money sharing your message? Because if you can't, I can't help you. We can't work for free. And if you want to build relationships with awesome people, are you willing to invest money to do that? Otherwise, I can't help you. And then it will take them to the question of, how much are you willing to invest to grow your business, share your message, or build relationships with awesome people? Again, 0 to 1,000. Here's some training for you. It's a cool resource. 1 or more, let's talk. So this is the click the button below to register for your free gifts. This is the book and the training. And this is the let's jump on a call and talk. This is if I really need to, God bless YouTube's default. It's funny, we launched this and no one said a thing.
By the way, back up a couple, just something that occurred to me as I was looking at it. Back up to where it says the email and the other swipes. There. Social media swipes, email swipes. I wonder if swipes is the wrong word there, just because I don't think they know what swipes are. Maybe it should be social media content to use.
That's a good point.
Email content to use.
So in the marketing world, swipe is something you copy and paste.
Yeah.
I'm swiping somebody's headline, so I'm going to use their headline and replace a couple words to make it about me. Yeah. There's a very famous concept called swipe and deploy, which is, hey, you swipe it and deploy it in your business and have fun. And Adrian.
Marketing to marketing people.
Yes.
Right.
That's an excellent point.
Yeah.
Aha. I got my money's worth today. That is a very good point. All right.
Quick question.
Yes.
What's your underlying subliminal message?
My underlying subliminal message is that they should be podcasting. They should be using, and they should be in.
I know what you're saying, but what is it actually in there in the text form?
I'm You mean you can't see the flashing secret things that only
That's
show?
what I'm saying, like push.
Then you-
What's your push message?
Okay, so my message is blatantly obvious, and it's that they, all the way through is the assumption that they should be podcasting, they should be investing money in podcasting, and ultimately they should hire us to do it. So I don't have a secret WordPress widget that flashes at 50,000 times a second that your conscious mind can't see, but process it. But I would hire you for that. Because they used to do that in movies to make you drink more Coke and eat more popcorn, and it worked so well it got banned.
Errol, we're not that subtle.
Yeah, we're not that subtle. I don't know if anybody's tried that online, but I'd fund that experiment.
Well, that's what the project that the movie just saw for an hour.
Although you'll notice, other than playing the push movie in the background 50 times and saying it a lot, I mean, they didn't have any secret devices. That's part of the scary part, was all it took was Tom, the actor playing Tom, and the saying it, controlling it the whole way through, and then the actors at the end saying, you should push him off the roof.
So I got a question, Seth. So do you, in your podcasts or anything, or your videos that you have on here, do you have any like background music or anything, or is it just you talking?
There is no background music. It is me talking with the Sharkpreneur cover art banner stand behind me.
Just going on his subliminal
that's a
thing.
great idea.
Because
That
on
is a good
YouTube, there's a lot of those subliminal things you can, like, to make you successful.
Yes, the effort. I have some of those.
Listening to them, because they started freaking me out. I was like, I don't know what they're really telling me to do. You know?
That is an excellent point. You know what? I have 4 of them on my Audible, and that's an excellent point. I do not know what the subliminal track says. It could, but you know, if they did something nefarious and said, send this guy all your money, or buy 20 books from this guy, it didn't work.
Right.
So if they're making me a better person, you'd have to ask my wife if that worked.
You know, though, when we do videos for our clients, whether it's an animated video or a sizzle reel, when we look for the music to go underneath it,
Yeah.
we're looking for a theme there. We're looking
That's a
for
good point.
inspirational or victory
Yeah.
or you know. So there's mood music,
Which
and
is
maybe
repetitive.
maybe we should redo
That's a
videos
good
with
point.
some mood music.
All kinds of good ideas.
Yes, that is a good idea. And maybe, I don't know if the source we use for music, that's like Audio Blocks, is that what it's called? For everybody who, if they care. Does Audio Blocks have subliminal tracks?
Well, there's also
No,
like
it's
certain
you.
like megahertz things or something,
Yes, what frequency it's on.
different frequencies that you can use.
Yes, I have theta tones on YouTube saved that's supposed to do good things.
Exactly.
I haven't seen any for get other people to send you money, but
But if it puts them in a buying mood or a
Yes.
positive mood,
well, even Wegmans does that, and when they pump the aromatherapy through the vents.
Right.
Blinking lights
That's
and Morse
amazing.
code.
I mean, while you're there, you might as well just say, get a cup of coffee before you sit down and listen to this, because that makes you more inclusive to accepting their ideas, you know, I mean.
Yes. Awesome. All right, so this is the affiliate sign up for folks who are, so there's 2 ways that we offered people to share this. One is you could just copy the social media post, paste it, you could email out, and you'd get access to the list after the contest is over. The second level is for the more seasoned internet marketer who want to be a formal affiliate of this and get commissions on anything that comes through, on any sales that we make. So for that, we have a separate sign-up page because they've got to give us their PayPal email, their social security number for tax purposes, and then when they go in, then they can go, not only do they have the swipes, but they will have a separate link that is unique to them so that when they post online and people click on it, it gets tracked that they came from John, and then if anybody buys and hires us, John gets a cut every month. And then my unique part was the fact that I've been a part of many affiliate launches promoting other people's stuff, and we've had a number of wonderful partners over the years promote our stuff, and you get the money, but I've never seen anyone who said, I'll share the list with you, which was the idea I got from Trey. And I said, that's great for consumer marketing. I now have a list of 10,000 cigar buyers or wine buyers. I haven't ever seen anybody do it in online marketing in terms of, hey, John Lee Dumas, you sell millions of dollars of podcasting stuff every year. If you mail for us, we'll give you new leads. So that was my swipe of Trey's idea. All right, so how can you use that in your business? So we know what your first baby step is your app. Have you ever done any contests?
We just did one for a wine event that's coming up this weekend.
What did they win?
They won 3 tickets.
3 tickets to the event.
To the event, yes.
Awesome. And how did that go?
It was great because I sent, to be fair, full disclosure, we didn't realize we had 2 extra tickets and I didn't want them to go to waste. They're like $80 tickets a piece.
Best reason for a contest.
Get rid of these and hopefully bring in new clients. So I just did a quick blast at like 11 o'clock last night to our email server from MailChimp to be like, look, we got extra tickets. If you'd like to sit with us on the Wine Express this weekend, come on down. And first couple people to get back to me, you'll get the tickets. And it might have been a 12-minute turnaround before the first response came. So apparently people are checking their email at midnight. And other people have since reached out, which has been nice because they're people I don't normally get to speak to on an individual basis. But it's great to reach out and be like, oh, I'm sorry you didn't get it, but hey, take this promo code, come join us this next weekend to come do a thing.
Which is the next step that we have, which is after we announce the winner of the contest, an email will go out to everybody else who did not win, because I've already had people email me and say, if I don't win, how do I get that studio? So there will be a link going out saying, here's where you can go buy it, which of course we'll get a cut of, etc. Rob, tell us a little bit more about, so the e-commerce. So we heard about cabinet doors.
Right.
I'm just curious, this is a tangential question. What are his shipping costs going to be?
Well, we haven't got,
How do you fulfill that?
basically through UPS.
Okay.
It would go through either UPS or Federal Express, and probably on a pallet. A kitchen, if you just did all the doors, it would be one small pallet. And with my experience in my own business from the cleaning, I do a lot of wholesaling of paper products and commercial goods like that. So I right away knew that there had to be a wholesaler of cabinet doors out there that would have all of the pictures ready and done, which he didn't have. So I said, let's look into that. And I said, you'll have a partner that is already experienced in packaging and doing all of that. They can give us the pictures, and let's say you get 10 kitchens ordered here locally, and you can't take on any more doors nationally. Then you'll have a partner you can use, and it works. So he got in with a company from Wisconsin, and they're going to give me all of the cabinet door pictures, and they'll be able to help us. We'll probably order one package of it, one kitchen full of cabinet doors. We'll see how they package it up, and we'll go from there.
Awesome. So that was, sorry, I was just curious.
That's okay.
So the previous e-commerce business before kitchen doors was what you said, what were you selling?
Well, initially I opened up a private label brand on Amazon, and I sold a barbecue line and a baby Wi-Fi camera. I sold probably
2 very different niches.
Yes. I sold
Barbecue and baby.
10,000 units altogether. And but during that time, I was teaching myself how to build a website, and then I built a website for drop shipping, and I drop ship products from manufacturers direct now all over the world. I'm not very successful at it yet because I'm learning the marketing, but as I was doing this marketing, I learned everything I need to know to help out companies local that are in business, and I think I would have pretty good success at it because most companies just want to do what they do. They don't want to deal with it.
So who is your, if you have one yet, I'm assuming the cabinet door works out, who's your ideal client?
Ideal client would be someone that wants to upgrade their kitchen but can't afford a full...
Oh no, I meant for you as a marketer.
Okay.
What type of businesses do you want to work with?
Oh, okay. Then I would like to help out people that are in the construction industry, people that make things here locally, and they could be plumbers, heating, cooling. They could be people that have a small manufacturing plant, maybe. And I think since I was in the service industry, I could help them because I understand where they're coming from.
You should talk to Bill, who has a lot of experience dealing with those type of contractor folks.
Correct. Yeah.
Awesome.